Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., it's all yours.
Well, James Harden is both famous and infamous with his skill at getting to the foul line. Some don't like it, but Harden says free throws are a part of basketball. Either you're going to foul me or I'm going to score. Putting the pressure on the defense like that is tough, but that's what makes a good player. Kevin, your lies told there.
Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Rockets. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place.
And you know, Houston, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they've played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front, and it's House in at the 3. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. And it's Porter in at the small forward. So the Rockets win the tip. And here's Westbrook. The tray. Carter pulls it in.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Satoransky against Westbrook. And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Satoransky. Lets the 3 fly. And Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got 5.
Beautiful play call. That's understanding Markkanen's strengths and putting him in a position to succeed.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Cans it from downtown. 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
It's stolen by Capella. Levine against Harden. Second shot opportunity, and Capella with the layup. Capella's got his second bucket of the night.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates, really, really strong.
He's playing with that one extra gear so far that none of the other guys have found yet.
And Westbrook, here we go. And Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now, Satoransky. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Pass to Levine. They need this. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
The floater. Here's Markkanen. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Markkanen's got his 3rd bucket of the night. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Atlanta Hawks. Shot from the top of the key. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Even when plays, Steve, aren't being run for them, certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass. Rudy Gobert, Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
Rivers against White. 2 minutes. Stripped it away. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. White's running, and it goes down 2 points.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Rivers against Dunn. Here's McLemore. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving. Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core. Have a good blend with Levine, Markkanen, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
And the second free throw, good. And it's the Bulls with the ball, trailing by 5. Done outside. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Cornette. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
His bread and butter is the mid-range area. Chris Dunn carves out a solid look for himself.
Rivers with it. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Dunn with some nice D. Doesn't go for him. Gordon with the defensive effort. Houston leading by 3. High arcing shot. Dunn outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Gordon against White. Pass to Cephalosha. The Rockets again can't hit. Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Dunn looking over the floor. The pass to Hutchison. Here's Cornette. Off target at the rim.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Clint Capella has been leading the charge for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Here we go now.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
Chris Dunn is out there with White. And it's Young, and it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The Rockets have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good for McLemore. You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough, or is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 3-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Hutchison. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Levine's checked in for the Bulls. The Rockets also changing it up. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Cephalosha. And it's James Harden in for McLemore. That one drops. He ties it up. And for Houston, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Rivers dishes to Gordon. Teardrop shot. Kicks it out to Harden. From outside the arc, the shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
And Levine, here we go. And he lays it straight in. Levine's got his first points of the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden against Young. Harden's shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
So for the Bulls, Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Lowry Marketing comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Porter subbed in for Chandler Hutchison. And then for Houston, Daniel House is checked in for Gordon. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. Harden against Levine. Passes it to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
One criticism of Jim Boylen before getting extended was his offense, called too slow and too methodical. He addressed that this offseason by getting a top assistant to redesign the offense.
Rockets leading by 3. Out to the wing, fires for 3. Offensive rebound, Capella, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got 10.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Right the pass to Levine. Carter kicks to Levine. the Rockets pull it in. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Steve, for Boylan, a first-time head coach, a smart move to shore up his staff, though.
We see a lot of coaches now hire a specialist assistant coach to delegate part of that game to. Lets guys like Boylan focus on player development and defense.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Chicago Bulls continue to be a team in rebuild mode. They traded for Otto Porter at the deadline last season, and that seemed like a turning point. It lessened the logjam in the front court, and his versatile game fit well with some of the young players. Now that they've added rookie Kobe White with other moves this summer, fans are eager to see this young team take the next step. Kevin?
And David, they've got some pieces, too. Thank you. It's Harden with the drive. Shoots over Markkanen. The Rockets with another miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Harden's shot is good.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Bulls trail by 4. Chicago calls timeout.
And a boon it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
Satoransky's checked in for the Bulls. Chris Dunn comes in for White. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Houston. McLemore has come in for James Harden. Here's Markkanen. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta. Westbrook against Dunn. And a wide open look for Porter. And the 3-ball is good. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
A step-back shot here. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. And the officials call a traveling violation. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Now, here's Satoransky. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Dunn shot's good. And now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
Great defense, great contest. You have to live with the results because Chris Dunn's a crafty scorer inside.
Here's Westbrook. The offensive rebound. Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a play.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. To the paint. Here's Markkanen. The layup off target. From deep 3-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. The game was always within a fairly margin, with their largest deficit of the period being 6. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter. And that does it for our halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Clint Capella has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Taking a look at the Rockets, Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair, they're the backcourt. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Porter finds Carter. Back to Porter. 5 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal.
Well, the former Georgetown Hoya, Otto Porter, was on the move last season. Traded at the deadline to Chicago, who are in need of a player like Porter who can shoot from outside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Smitty, as you mentioned, the need for shooters was something that brought Porter here.
And Porter has been a consistently good shooter, something he's worked on over his career, Kevin. He's young and appears to be a perfect fit for what this team wants to do in the future.
And he sinks the second.
The 3rd overall pick in 2013. Porter's gotten the big contract. He's been traded. He's had a lot going on early in his career.
And the dunk by Capella.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Chicago's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Feeds to Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Goes back up, and it's good on the way in. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Westbrook with the steal. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Bulls shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Porter passes to Satoransky. Six to shoot. Pass to Carter. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. The 3, Levine, rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's House. Porter with the steal. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Many we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experienced, especially in a basketball setting.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Bulls have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
What's up?
Rockets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Rivers against Satoransky. No good on that one. Chicago leading. And Levine, here we go. That shot off.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Once you get Austin out in space, his quickness and fluidity really shines.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
White, he's checked in for the Bulls. The free throw drops for Rivers. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you can see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
And the basket is good. And it's 7 points for Zach LaVine.
Providing so much size and athleticism out of the backcourt, LaVine challenging the heart of that defense.
From deep, Harden knocks down the 3 ball. Harden's got 8 points.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Outside, LaVine. Beyond the arc, drops in the tray. LaVine's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his 2nd.
Harden the pass to Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Tucker's got his first bucket in this one.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Young left side. Hutchison passes to LaVine. Here's Cornette, guarded by Harden. Shot clock at 5. Here's White. Young trying to break free. And it's White missing. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. The lead is 2. Pass to Harden. Fires the 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Chandler. Cornette passes to Young. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Another 3 for Chicago.
That gives him his 2nd 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Harden outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter. Oh, Chicago has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. LaVine passes to Hutchison. He kicks to Young. And LaVine, here we go. Chandler with the defensive effort. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the jam by Harden.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
For Houston, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Chicago making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's done in for White. And then for Houston, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. Cephalosha comes in for P.J. Tucker, and McLemore subbed in for Austin Rivers. Gordon against Levine. Deep. No good on the last second attempt there. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Carter in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Great positioning on the putback. House has got the lead up to 7 now for Houston.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside, Levine shoots from the right block. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. It's Westbrook with the drive. It doesn't go for him. Dunn with some nice D. Now Chicago has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Kicks to Levine. Now the pass to Carter. It's hauled in by Gordon. Rockets leading by 7. To the middle. Shoots. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Markkanen down low. Outside, Porter. This one for 3. The shot will not fall. And it's Houston the other way. Here's Westbrook. And the shot goes in. And now an 11-point Rocket lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He is taking some low percentage shots, and it's killing the floor of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Chicago making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle. He was not pleased. He said, "You guys look dead out there." Told him they've got to play with more activity. And then he said, "This is not going to cut it. I have to see who's going to step it up, guys."
Carter kicks to Levine. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Carter missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Back to Gordon. Pass to House. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Markkanen, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Markkanen's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Banked in off the glass.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Here's Westbrook. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
That's his second first goal. At the line for the Rockets, Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. James Harden, he's checked in for Gordon. And he's good on the second. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Levine against Harden. Bean passes to Markkanen. Comes up empty down low. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
House kicks to Westbrook. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 11. Down low, here's Carter, and Capella sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Chalk up 2 there. And here are the Rockets now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And here's Westbrook. Jacks up a 3, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 12. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Russell Westbrook.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special, and they're able to recover. Carter looking around, and it's Satoransky top of the key. Another shot. The shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Harden outside. Pass to Capella. To the wing on the left. Outside, House. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Houston.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of confidence and really had a lot of flow offensively.
Yeah, we just tried to move the ball and make the game easy tonight. We did a great job of actually just, guys getting shots, easy shots, and our defense really stepped up.
Yeah, great team performance all around, James. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.